Welcome to part 56 of the Kicho Wong Dong series. In this episode, it's another Kicho Wong Dong short, meaning these are techniques that we don't tend to use too often in our training anymore, but were used back in the day and are still part of our syllabus. So this technique is called the Jip Kye Sohn, and it has many names such as Plier grip, or sometimes forehand, or sometimes I've heard arc grip. So many different names. I learned it as Plier grip, and I always remember the day that my instructor showed this technique in class. My friend Barry was there, and he reached out, struck his throat with the middle of his hand, and then squeezed. And I remember seeing the finger marks on his neck for the rest of the class. So I don't teach that technique like that anymore because I do not see a functional everyday reason for it. If you do want to train it like that, we have the bob, and you can strike to the neck and squeeze on that if you want to have the traditional way of practicing it. Another way of safely practicing it with your partner is practicing on the wrist. So you hit the wrist, strike it, and then squeeze. So just to talk a little bit about the setup of the drill, it's fired out like a vertical punch, but as I stated earlier, the fingers are out and the thumb is out in a claw type manner, and you're actually hitting with the bone on the reverse side of the knuckle. This technique is not really done in line work. I don't know any forms that have it, but we do use it in our training. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how we use it in our training. The first time that we can see it in our one steps is Ho Sin Sul technique number 4, toward a white belt, where we are coming across and then peeling the hand over to put on the armbar. So that strike, peel of the hand, that's when you use Jip Kye Sohn. So that is a useful way you use it. And then another way you use it is in Ho Sin Sul technique number 14, where you use it as a strike up to the hand to release your grip to throw the side kick. So that is a second way we use the Jip Kye Sohn. And the third way where you can use it as a strike is when you've been grabbed and you can either lift the arm or clear the arm to get off you. So instead of just using your fingers to try and ply it off, you strike first to shock the hand and then pull off or push down. So again, Jip Kye Sohn is a technique that we use in training, but I think that back in the day it was used much more as a strike to hold. And again, as effective as a technique as it is, I wouldn't teach it to my students as it can be seen as an aggressive motion. I'm sure there is a reason out there to use it, but again, I do not teach it, especially to lower grades. So if you have any uses of the Jip Kye Sohn, if you still do it in your training, the Plier grip or arc grip, please let me know in the comments below. Next month we'll be going back to an advanced kick. So until next time, thanks.